everyone and welcome back to the Life in the UK series. This week we're learning about the British Constitution. During the early 19th century, democracy was non-existent and only a small number of people could vote. These were men of the age of 21 who owned a certain amount of property. The number of people who had the right to vote grew over the 19th century, and political parties started to include ordinary men and women as members. A group called the Chartists campaigned for reform during the 1830s and 1840s. They wanted 6 changes, and these included the chance for every man to have the vote and for elections to be held every year. By 1918, most of the reforms had been adopted. The voting franchise was also extended to women over 30, and in 1928, both men and women over the age of 21. In 1969, the voting age was reduced to 18 for both men and women. Next, constitutional institutions. In the UK, there are many different parts of the UK government. The main ones are the monarchy, Parliament, which is the House of Commons and the House of Lords, the Prime Minister, the Cabinet, the Judiciary, which is the courts, the police, the civil service and the local government. In addition, there are devolved governments in Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland that have the power to legislate on certain issues. Next, the monarchy. In a monarchy, the King or Queen is the head of state. Queen Elizabeth II is the head of state in the UK. The British monarchy is known as the constitutional monarchy. So this means that even though the Queen is the head of state, the ability to make and pass legislation still resides with the Parliament. The Queen has important ceremonial roles, such as the opening of the new parliamentary session each year. On this occasion, the Queen makes a speech which summarises the government's policies for the year ahead. The Queen represents the UK to the rest of the world. She receives foreign ambassadors and high commissioners, entertains visiting heads of state, and makes state visits overseas in support of diplomatic and economic relationships with other countries. The government are the people responsible for running the country. The political party that wins the most seats in the general election takes control of the government for the next 5 years until the next general election. The leader of the winning party is appointed as the Prime Minister, and they choose party members to work in the government with them. Let's talk about the House of Commons. The Prime Minister and almost all members of the Cabinet are all members of the House of Commons. Each MP represents a parliamentary constituency, which is a small area of the country. MPs have a number of different responsibilities. They represent everybody in their constituency, they help to create new laws, they scrutinise and comment on what the government is doing, and they debate important national issues. That's the end of this week's video, everybody. Next Friday will be our final episode in this series, and that will be all about your role in the community as a British citizen. Please let me know if there's any questions that you have in the comments below, or if there's any areas that you'd like me to explain further. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you next week.